Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the Bad Back Hack. Today we're going to be looking at a hotly debated topic, lifting posture. So historically, we're always taught to lift with a straight back, bend our knees, almost like an exaggerated squat. Is that still the best thing to do? Let's have a look.
So here you will see a standard Google search for the correct lifting technique. Some good points in here, and obviously this is just generic, it's a Google search, but there's some key things that have always been taught. So, stable base with feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees, keep your back straight, use your legs to lift and not your back. That's the historical advice that is being challenged now. So here you see myself lifting in a traditionally ill-advised posture. This feels comfortable for me, it always has done. There's trunk flexion, there's spinal involvement. Myself personally, I feel very stable and safe in this position. Obviously I've assessed the load and assessed the lift beforehand, but to me this feels very natural, limits pain, and it feels strong, which is the main thing. So in this video you will see myself performing a more traditional lift, slower decline, much greater involvement of the glutes and the legs, straight and erect back, and then when I push up it is driven far more from the legs with little to minimum trunk and low and mid back involvement. For me this doesn't feel as compact, it doesn't feel as safe, and now the research is suggesting that there may be less protective nature and less protective postures for me lifting in this manner.
So essentially, what have we learned from looking at the information today and the diagrams? Well, it would seem that postures that were initially associated as bad lifting technique, that weren't good, and the advice was to not do them, may be a little bit outdated. The newer research coming out shows that people who lift a little bit quicker, who use slightly more bent back, stooped posture, maybe don't bend the knees or the hip hinge as much as the old-fashioned advice, may actually be having some protection during their lifting phase. Now, this probably isn't any surprise to chiropractors, physios, physicians, osteopaths, as people are different and they will lift differently, and then for certain postures be protective for certain people. Moving forward, the best bit of advice I can give you is assess the lift you're doing correctly. If it feels good for you, do it. If you lift slightly different to the person next to you, so be it. If you feel like the position you're lifting in isn't good, don't do it. Now, if there's any videos you'd like to see being made by myself, if you want me to test out any myths, any hints, any tips that you want me to look into, or just any fun videos that you think would be good on the channel, let me know.